What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Know How, the channel where we make complex things easier.
Hey everyone, so happy to be here today. And today we are actually going to have a real English conversation right now. And you are going to learn how to talk about future plans naturally just by listening to us.
And as we talk, you will hear exactly how native speakers discuss weekend plans in real, natural English. Let's go.
So, it is Friday afternoon. We just finished work. What are you going to do this weekend?
Oh, I have actually got quite a busy weekend planned. On Saturday morning, I am going to go to the gym first thing. I have not been all week, so I really need it.
Oh, nice. What time are you going to go?
Probably around 8 in the morning. I like going early before it gets too busy.
That is very disciplined. I will probably still be asleep at 8 on Saturday morning.
I used to be like that too. But once you get into the habit, it actually feels really good. What about you? What are you going to do on Saturday morning?
Well, I do not have any big plans yet for Saturday morning. I think I will just take it slow. Maybe I will make a nice breakfast and read for a bit.
That sounds lovely. What are you going to make for breakfast?
I am not sure yet. Maybe I will make pancakes. I have been thinking about making pancakes all week, actually.
Pancakes on a Saturday morning. That is the dream.
Okay, so after the gym, what are you going to do for the rest of Saturday?
So after the gym, I am going to come home, shower, and then I am going to meet a friend for lunch in the city. We have been trying to meet up for weeks, and we finally sorted a time.
Oh, that is nice. Where are you going to go for lunch?
There is this little Italian place near Oxford Street that we both love. We're going to go there. I am already thinking about what I am going to order.
What are you going to order?
I think I'm going to have the pasta. I always have the pasta there. It is incredible.
You know what? I think I will join you. Can I come?
Of course. The more the merrier. So what are you going to do on Saturday afternoon after your slow morning?
Well, after breakfast, I'm going to go for a walk. There is a market near where I live that runs on Saturday afternoons, and I love walking around it.
Oh, I love a good market. What kind of market is it?
It is a food and craft market. There are people selling homemade bread, vegetables, handmade things. It is really lovely. I'm going to spend an hour or two there, and then I will probably just head home.
That sounds like such a nice way to spend a Saturday afternoon. Very relaxed.
That is exactly how I like my weekends. Not too packed, not too empty. Just the right amount of things to do.
I completely agree. Saturday evening, what have you got planned?
Saturday evening, I'm going to cook dinner at home. Nothing fancy. I think I will make something simple, maybe soup or a stir-fry. And then I'm going to watch a film.
Oh, nice. Do you already know what film you are going to watch?
Not yet. I will probably just look through what is available and decide in the moment. Sometimes the best film nights are the unplanned ones.
That is so true. I actually have plans Saturday evening. My sister invited me to her house for dinner. She is going to cook for us, which is always amazing because she is a fantastic cook.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. What is she going to make?
She said she is going to make a roast. I cannot wait. Her roasts are incredible.
A home-cooked roast on a Saturday evening? That is genuinely one of the best things in life.
It really is. I am already looking forward to it, and it is only Friday.
What about Sunday? What are you going to do on Sunday?
Sunday is going to be a quieter day for me. I am going to do some laundry in the morning. Very exciting, I know.
The most exciting part of the weekend.
Truly thrilling. And then, in the afternoon, I am going to do some studying. I've been working on improving my Spanish, so I try to spend a few hours on it every weekend.
Oh, that is great. How long have you been learning Spanish?
About 6 months now. It is going really well. I think by the end of the year, I will be able to have a basic conversation.
That is so impressive. You are going to be speaking 3 languages soon.
That is the plan. What about your Sunday?
Sunday, I'm going to go for a long walk in the morning. There is a really beautiful park not far from me, and I love going there on Sunday mornings when it is quiet.
That sounds so peaceful. Are you going to go alone?
Probably yes. I love walking alone in the morning. I will listen to a podcast or some music and just enjoy the fresh air. It completely resets me for the week ahead.
I need to start doing that. I always feel so much better after a good walk.
It is the best. And then Sunday afternoon, I will probably just rest. Maybe call my family, tidy up the flat, prepare a bit for the week ahead.
That is such a good idea. I always feel better going into Monday if I have done a little bit of Sunday preparation.
Exactly. And that is my weekend. Not too crazy, but I am really looking forward to all of it.
Okay, so now let's talk about what just happened in that conversation. Because there were two phrases doing all the work the whole time. And once you understand them, you can talk about any future plans in English naturally.
Right. The first one is going to. And every time we used going to, it was for something already planned and decided. Listen, I am going to go to the gym. That means I already decided this. It is in my diary. It is happening.
I am going to meet a friend for lunch. Already planned. Already agreed with the friend. It is a real plan that exists.
She is going to cook a roast. The sister already decided this. She told us in advance. It is a plan.
She is going to cook a roast. The sister already decided this. She told us in advance. It is a plan.
So going to always means this plan already exists in my head before this conversation started.
Exactly. And the second phrase is will. And every time we used will, it was for something decided right now in the moment. Listen, I will probably still be asleep at 8. That is not a plan. That is a prediction about what will probably happen.
Maybe I will make pancakes. I have not decided yet. I'm thinking out loud right now.
I think I will join you. I just decided this right now in this conversation. That is a spontaneous decision.
I will probably just look through what is available. No plan yet. Deciding in the moment.
So will is for predictions and for decisions you make right now while you are speaking.
And that is the whole difference. Going to, already planned. Will, decided right now or a prediction.
Okay, now let's pull out some really useful phrases that came up naturally in our conversation. Because beyond just going to and will, there were some really great expressions in there.
First one, I have got quite a busy weekend planned. This is a very natural British English way to say your weekend is full. You can also say, I have got a pretty packed weekend, or I have got a lot on this weekend.
Second, first thing. When I said, I am going to go to the gym first thing means first thing in the morning, as soon as the day starts. I will call you first thing means I will call you as soon as I can in the morning.
Third, the more the merrier. When someone says, can I join you? And you say, the more the merrier. It means the more people the better. Everyone is welcome. It is a very warm and friendly phrase.
Fourth, take it slow. When I said, I think I will just take it slow on Saturday morning. Take it slow means to relax, not rush, have a gentle, easy start to the day. Very useful phrase for talking about relaxed plans.
Fifth, head home. Instead of saying, go home, native speakers very often say, head home. I will head home after the market. I'm going to head home now. It sounds very natural and very fluent.
Sixth, in the moment. When I said, I will decide in the moment, this means to make a decision when the time comes, not in advance. I will decide in the moment means I have no plan yet and I will choose when I am there.
And seventh, reset me for the week ahead. This is a really lovely phrase for talking about something that makes you feel ready and refreshed for the coming week. A long walk on Sunday completely resets me for the week ahead.
Okay, so now it is your turn. because the best way to learn this is to actually practice it yourself. So here are some questions. Pause the video after each one and answer out loud. Actually say the words. Do not just think them.
Question 1. What are you going to do this Saturday morning?
Try to use going to and give at least 2 details, not just, I am going to sleep. Tell us more. I am going to sleep until 9, and then I am going to make breakfast and go for a walk.
Question 2. What will you probably have for lunch this weekend?
Use will, because this is not decided yet. I will probably have, and then finish the sentence. Question 3. Are you going to see anyone this weekend?
Tell us who, where, and what you are going to do together.
Question 4. What are you going to do on Sunday evening?
Give us the full picture. Are you going to cook, watch something, call someone, rest?
And question 5. How are you going to prepare for next week?
Use going to for things already planned and will for things you are deciding right now as you speak.
Do all 5 out loud, even if it feels strange, even if nobody is listening, because the physical act of saying these sentences, forming the words, feeling how they sound in your mouth, that is how they become natural.
And drop a comment right now. Tell us one thing you are going to do this weekend. Use going to and give us one real detail. We read every single one.
Okay, let's bring everything together. Today you heard a full, natural English conversation about weekend plans. You heard going to used for plans that already exist. You heard will used for predictions and decisions made in the moment. You heard real, natural phrases that native speakers use all the time. Take it slow. Head home. First thing. The more the merrier. In the moment. Reset me for the week ahead.
And now you have 5 practice questions to answer out loud right now. Do not skip that part. That is the most important part of the whole video.
If this video helped you, please hit the like button. It really helps Know How reach more people who need it. Subscribe so you never miss our next video. See you in the next one. Bye, everyone.
Bye.